If your Mega CD games are not spinning, then this is the video for you.
Now, before we jump into the video, please subscribe to our channel and feel free to check us out on eBay at GameXTC. You'll get valuable information on leveling up your video game hardware and software.
The first thing you want to do is detach the Mega Drive from your Mega CD and undo the 8 screws in total so that we can open it up. You can then take off the top case and undo the 3 screws that's holding down the metal covering. You then have a further 4 screws and a ribbon to detach. And then the CD drive will be able to come out. Once you've taken out the CD drive, you've got the final 4 screws and 3 ribbons to remove. Then you'll have access to the CD Rom motherboard. But when removing the motherboard, please take your time, as there are fragile pins located at the front. Now it's time to get to work. What we're going to do is replace these 6 capacitors, and that will solve our issue. There are various ways of removing a capacitor, but in this instance we used a heated soldering iron, applied it on the existing solder, and then removed the capacitor with some tweezers. I also used some desoldering wick to remove any unwanted solder. You can also use flux, but I didn't think I needed to for this particular board. The negative side is marked with a white dot, so anything that has a white dot is negative. Now we're ready to put in a new capacitor, and it's pretty straightforward. Just slot it in. Negative goes to negative, positive goes to positive, and the negative side will be marked on the capacitor. Make sure your capacitor has gone as far down as possible. You then flatten the legs, apply solder, trim them, and job done. To cut the legs of the capacitor, I use nail clippers. Now, there are appropriate tools out there, but for me, that was the nearest thing I could find. As that's done, we can tackle the rest. We finally finished everything, so let's put everything back together and enjoy.